All right, guys, so here we are at the end of day number 2 of the basement cleanup project, phase 1, I guess we'll call it. But just wanted to show the progress overall and let you know that we're ready to go for the next stage. So here's room number 1. We have all of the folding tables in here. We organized them a little bit better after the second day. We also had a bunch of empty storage containers. There's a bunch of garbage cans that have never been used over there. And then these are all trapezoid tables and then some older carpets there. And then there's an old conference room table in there. Room number 2 just got finished. So we have some general sweeping up to do in here. And there's lots of dust and debris around the edges of the room. But everything else is out of here. In that corner right there, those are some shingle tiles or shingles for roofing. So roofing shingles and then some other paint supplies, just general building supplies. And then right here is a rock climbing wall. So there's about 3 glass sheets there for desktop glass. And then there's about 7 or 8 panels for a rock climbing wall, which was likely in the building when it was purchased and then brought down here and never put back up. But those right there all have the handles for rock climbing, which is pretty neat. And then this over here in the corner, this behemoth, is pretty neat. It's an old voting booth, I believe, from the 60s, because I would imagine that this school location was a voting location. At least that's what I think it is. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know. But it's got it's got these shades on the side to pull shut, and it's on wheels. And so that's what I think it is. Anyways, that's the second room. And then looking back here to the third and fourth room. So we cleaned this up. This used to have a table there. We shifted it over here. We cleaned up, threw away all the extra old dirty tiles, and these are all new and in good shape. We cleaned this all out, cleaned it up here. Plan is to come back and sweep up the debris that's on the edges and make it look a little bit nicer. Here's room number 3. Totally emptied, swept up, just basic sweeping. The only thing to note about this room is that there's a set of cabinets here on the wall that we didn't move, but those could be used as a nice workspace or storage, or we could get rid of them later. Just need your ideas. I have that window propped open right now just temporarily because we did sweep in here and there was tons of dust, but I definitely will make sure that it's shut and locked prior to leaving in a couple minutes here. And then room number 4, we kind of left open. So we brought over some of these other chalkboards. We filled that up with a few extra chairs. But these pictures don't really change from the last time we showed them to you. But I did find these storage shelves were in the other room there, so I brought them in here. We left this wide open and usable. And so you have all these half size desks around the edges, which you could flip over and use as like an outer edge. You got those trapezoid tables there. Or we could move them somewhere else, just so you got to let me know what you'd like me to do. But this is super wide open and empty anyways, minus the handful of things that are over there. And then there's about a dozen student desks in the back, and then there's a big teacher desk on the one side, and then there's another one over there, and that one there. So that's room number 4. So everything got cleaned up. It's been swept, and there's tons of space down here. It's actually much brighter with nothing in the way and no lights on. Down here, wide open. Again, some sweeping needs to happen, maybe some shop vacuuming, but that's about it. Over here, so you got 3 computer carts or Chromebook carts, and then these metal shelving units were actually just on their side in the other room. So we set them up here, thinking that something could go on them eventually if you want to. You got some scrap metal over here that we just put there for the time being, and we can move it later. And then didn't touch the tech room, left that alone. So you're sitting here going, well, where's all that stuff? We actually just utilized the empty space down here that's so inconvenient to get to that nobody's ever going to use. So piled all the whiteboards up right here. If you guys decide you want to trash them, we could literally walk them up those stairs. The only thing I would suggest if we did that was just that we'd rent a dumpster because they're all very lengthy, long, heavy, so they're not going to fit. But we came with all the stuff. We came back through here, and we brought it to this side of the basement. So now this is where your general storage is of items that you're not going to use. And literally it's just everything from that one small room there. These are all old boxes from West Elementary that have Just desktop PCs in them. So if you want me to e-cycle those for you later on, just let me know. There's some old building supplies in here, some old projectors, some old busted up furniture, a bunch of cubbies, which are decent. There's a bunch of teacher desks that were in that room that, you know, you can tell me what to do with them, a round table. But that's it. So that's where everything went. You still have tons of room over here for more stuff. We did stack it up as neat as we could. We didn't bother cleaning in here prior to bringing anything in. But this is where everything went. So just in that small process there, or really this 2 full days of the work, we were able to empty out 3 full rooms, put everything away in a spot where it's not going to be used. I'm walking through your tech room right now. There's your server. And we're back to the open. So what I'm suggesting is you got 4 full rooms of usable space. So this one here is ginormous, and then you have over here you have 1 out to the side. So this room is big, very large space, larger than the other ES3 storage areas. And then you have this room here, which I already showed you once before, which is probably equal to the size of the West ES storage room. So decisions to be made for the next phase of this, but we're ready to go. Going to support, and just need you to let me know what you want us to do. I'm headed over to this window to close it, and signing off. See ya.